FlossTube, it's Sarah, our Stitching Kingdom. Welcome back. It's 2020. It's January 2nd, Thursday, 2020. Welcome to a new decade, a new year. Super excited about what's going on. I hope everybody has a wonderful year. There's lots of fun things planned. There's lots of fun events with stitching groups, and we've got some fun events with our family, so super excited for the fresh year and what it will bring. I hope everybody had a wonderful holiday. We had Christmas and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and Diwali and Festivus, if you're a Seinfeld fan, and of course New Year's. We were able to ring in the new year. We just stayed home, hung out as a family. I hung out with the virtual stitchers for a little bit. We rang in the new year from Central Time to Mountain Time, and then spent some time on the East Coast or the West Coast. So that was really fun to ring in the new year like in because we did East Coast too. So we ring in the new year with like 4 different time zones. I know Carla from Craft Addict K, she rang in the new year for starting in New Zealand. So she was up at like 5 o'clock in the morning. So lots of fun for her. And it was just a fun experience. It was fun to spend time with my family and then also spend time with the virtual stitchers. My hair is a little messy today, but that's okay. I just wanted to hop on, give you a quick January first update of January, show you where I was the last couple weeks of December, plans for the upcoming week and month. So I'm super excited. So we'll just dive in. Really quick, I had a finish, and I totaled my finishes. We had that discussion on virtual stitchers, was how many finishes did you have in December and how many finishes did you have the whole year. And I had 23 finishes, and I don't think I included my ATC card, so I'm sure I had a couple more that I finished, and then the 23 finishes and 10 alone in December. And this was my last finish of December, which is the Fuzzy Fox freebie, You Mean the World to Me. So that'll be done by my husband's birthday, so I can finish it. I'm gonna probably flat fold it, I think. So I love it. I did not like working on this fabric. This was a pain in the butt with the opalescent. I had to make sure it had to be in a hoop or Q-snap. I could not be in hand on this one. But there's a zoom in on that. Love it. I got the fabric in a stitchy box, and I can't remember exactly what it is, but the pattern is free on Fuzzy Fox's Facebook group, so I will link it below. So let me just go back. So where I left, our last homework in December was, or our second to last homework in December was to work on our WIP with our work in progress with the most colors, and this is for School of Magical Stitches and Literature. We were finishing up Harry Potter, and it was really funny because you were doing the Magic King, like Disney World and the Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom, and we're building the parks this year in that group. And so it was really funny because everybody's kind of like, okay, let's move on. It's like, well, we've got a couple weeks, it's okay, slow your roll, let's finish out December strong. And so what we were working on was our work in progress with the most colors, with a flower, reminds me of someone I lost, white floss, and most loved WIP. And we had to do 100 stitches on each. And so my project with the most color at the time was Pretty Little Hawaii, and I actually got a lot done on this because I've been working on it for this week too. This week I stitched on it starting the 29th, and I've been kind of stitching on it on and off, but I'm using it for, let's see here, I'm working on it for semi-Seine stitchers. I did 999 stitches on it for a project that they were doing, a pop-up. And then I'm working on this for some extra credit And I also worked on this for opening our ferry and our monorail. So, and then I'm going to be working on it for something related with a hurricane and It's a Small World for, and I'll get into that. But this is my progress so far. I've actually finished a whole page on Pretty Little Hawaii, and I've moved over to the second top page. So I've gotten the rainbow done. I'm working on Kilauea right now. So super exciting to see the progress on that. That was my, so it had 100 stitches before the rest of that went in. So, but that was my work in progress with the most colors. I had to work on something with a flower, and so I chose my Linens and Threads Peacock Sal. This is from 2019, and I've actually decided to UFO this guy. I'm probably just going to frame the peacock somehow, or do it in a graveyard, kind of like shadow box like Lolly has done. But I worked on the flower right here. I like the peacock, but I've not liked, you know, like, it's just been really overwhelming. And I think it's because this guy, he big. And he took a long time to finish. And so I think that's where I've gotten overwhelmed. So he is now done. He's, you know, pretty, for all intents and purposes, he's finished. And this was the 2019 Linen and Threads Mystery sample, Mystery Stitch Along. But never you fear, I have more use for this lovely Silks for You in PR 94. I'm starting the new 2020 Friendly and Friends Quaker, and I love Quakers. Like, they are, since I stitched Quaker Alice by RETM, love it. So I saw it and I was like, no, I'm not gonna do it. No, a pattern dropped and I was done. I was like, okay. Went through my stash, and yes. So this is the last you will see of this guy. So goodbye, Mr. Peacock. But he was fun. It was fun while it lasted, but yeah, I think he was just way too intense for me on that part. So, and then I worked on Pretty Little Hawaii. I also worked on that one for something that reminded me of someone I had lost. My grandparents loved Hawaii, and I don't remember, but I see pictures of when we went over there as a family when I was 6 months old for the American Legion and American Legion Auxiliary National Convention in 1982. So I was probably 6 months old at the time, but the pictures that I saw, and then when they had it again when I was in I just graduated from high school. We went again, but my grandparents were unfortunately not able to come. But I know that there's some really fond memories of Hawaii and them. So that's what I thought of there. And then another one that I worked on was my Sleepy Hollow. And this was another finish for December. I finished the bottom part of part 4, and I was able to, and I finished that on Sunday, and Seine did a pop-up of you had to stitch 3,000 stitches and you had to do at least 2 projects. And so this one got like 2,056 when I started counting for that. And but this is the bottom of that, and this was my favorite work and my favorite project at the moment. So that portion is done. I just have to stitch the top part of the drum that will go on, and it's actually just little it's like a little graveyard scene, I think, or houses. I think it's houses. Let me find it really quick. Yeah, it's just little houses, or no, yeah, little houses and a bat. So it is, oh, that's not it. Right there. And there's a little ghosty on it, and some lighted houses and a little, yeah, so super fun, and a little graveyard going on. So I just have to finish that. It's stretched just on my hoop, so it is ready to go. and then I will be able to fully finish everything. Oh, I have to stitch around do the running stitch around but that's some easy stuff. I mean, it'll take a while, but it's just my kind of, you know, some good handwork. So got that. So finish that, just have to finish the top of it, and then that whole series will be done. I'm so excited. I'm getting so close on it. And that's Sleepy Hollow by Tiny Modernist. And then for the new year, and like I said, I got 999 stitches done on Pretty Little Hawaii for that Seine pop-up. So we got a lot of stitching done on this guy. Super excited. I love the volcano, and I love the rain. I mean, I love everything about this. It's so fun. And so on the 31st, I started the Linen and Threads, Friends and Family Quaker. And this is a free pattern. You can get it on Linen and Threads website. I will link it below, but that is what the first release was. And then they give you the alphabet and numbers, because it's friends and family, you're gonna put initials in there. And I'm gonna wait till the last minute, till the end, to see where my initials can go and whose initials I want to put on there. So, but this one is on the 40 count tombstone linen that I got in the Color and Cotton mystery box, and then it's using the Silks for You in PR094, and that's as far as I got. I got most of that first motif done. I actually noticed when I was stitching it that I'm one thread, like, because I'm doing it 1/2 on 40 count, I'm one thread over, but I'm not gonna pick it out because I noticed it. I was like kind of down over here is where I was over, and I'd already done all up there, so, or all up this way. So I'm not fixing it. It'll be fine. It'll all work out in the wash. So, and I got I don't think I counted my stitches on that one, because nothing was going on at the time. So that's fine. I like it when I can just sit and stitch and not have to worry about counting. So that was a fun new start. And then my other new start was my Alice by Memorabilia. And I'm doing this for a Once Upon a Fairy Tale stitch along in Semi-Seine Stitchers. And that's what she's gonna look like. And our goal is to take pictures and to have progress, or at least almost completion by June. Yes. Hi. So this was my start. I had 201 stitches. So we've got our corset there. So lots of fun. And this is on an opalescent in from Silkweaver. And it's a 32 count. Hi Alice, what's up? Say hi.
Wait.
Oh yeah, you want to show them she got new colors on her braces. So she got pink and green on the top, and a really pretty blue chain on the bottom. So that's lots of fun. They're
royal blue.
Yep, royal blue on that. So she's having fun. And this is on a Silkweaver limited edition. So it was when I was in their Fabric of the Month club forever ago. And yeah, I get those. So that's where I'm working on that. So I'm going to be working on her every once in a while. I also worked on, and so let's see here. So I worked on her for the Semi-Seine, and I also worked on her to get our transportation center opened in School of Magical Stitches. and we had to at least stitch 150 per person. And I think Boardwalk was Boardwalk Resort was one of the first groups, by Alice, to open their transportation center. And so from there we could choose the ferry or the monorail. We have to do at least 50 stitches each. I know I did 50 stitches for my pretty little Hawaii. I did actually 100. So I did 50 on the monorail and 50 on the ferry. And after I do my extra credit, finish that out, I'll go see which one needs stitches and I'll work on that. I think that's kind of how I'm going to be doing it. Another thing that I worked on is I'm doing Whip Go with Jessie Marie, and I will link that group below. And here is my Whip Go. Oh, I'm also doing the Around the World Challenge with Semi-Sane Stitchers, but to open it, I have to stitch 5,000 stitches on anything I want, which is kind of like, ugh. So I'm just going to combine everything.
I got my computer. Not the computer, TV.
And then, so this is my Whip Go board. And I changed my Linens and Threads Peacock to the Quaker Sal. So, and I actually need to highlight these because they have been called. And I liked Sammy's idea of highlighting, like, going around it and then coloring it in when it's done. So I'm going to highlight it in yellow that it's been called. And then, so the two that were called in December was number, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 6 and number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Number 12. So my number 6 is Stretching Portraits, and my number 12 is the Mill Hill Skulls. And so I'm going to be working on those, and I actually worked on my Stretching Portraits a little bit for the first homework in Magical Stitches. We had to work on each of the main characters had different personalities, and so one of them was a cheerleader and a gymnast. And so on the Stretching Portraits, one of the characters is this little tightrope walker lady. And I think you have to be pretty agile and pretty balanced to do that, and you have to do that with being in a gym, being a cheerleader or being a gymnast. So I worked on her, and I actually got a lot done. We got 100 and, let's see here. We had to do 200, and I actually ended up doing 210 stitches on her. And my goal for Whip Go on this is to get to the TNT guy, which is to finish the TNT guy, which is the next frame over. So she'll be getting some love, but I got her hair done. I'm working on her parasol right now. And then she's got and then I'm going to be going down here. So the biggest thing is these frames. They're kind of a beast, but once you get them going, now that this first one is done, I can go off of each of them. So that'll make things easier. And that's my Good Morning Maui on Etsy. So I'm gonna work on that. So got some work on that. That one's gonna see some more love this month. So, and then my other one is the Mill Hill Skulls. And right now I'm working on the Rosa, I believe. Yes, the pink one. Oh, come on. And so I'll be working on this one. Stray thread, pardon me. So this is what it will look like. And this is where I am. And my goal on these is to finish all 3 of them. Because I have 3 of them right now. I'm missing the naranja, which is the orange, and the amarillo, which is the yellow. I have amarillo. I don't have verde, which is the green one. So I have amarillo, which is yellow, and I have azul, which is the blue one. And I don't have orange or green. So if I get those, I'll finish, but my goal is to actually finish this series and have them done. I finished the purple one, but that's my goal for WhipGo on that. And then Seine also did Choose My Whip, and so you posted a picture, 2 pictures, or 2 or 3, some people did 4, but it's basically people go through and they like which ones they want to do, or they want you to do, and that kind of votes it. And so I did my Linens and Threads Peacock, and I did my Koi Pond Mandala. Luckily, my Koi Pond Mandala won, and this is by Shannon Christine Designs. So this is going to get some love for 2 weeks. Or for a week. I think we're doing I'll have to look at my tracking sheet that Miss Sammy J made. And this is where I'm at right now. I have to put it back in a Q-snap. But that's where I am. It's on a Silk Weaver something. I don't think it's in here. Oh, there it is. It is on a solo, so I can't tell you what it is because it's a limited edition, dyed only once type of thing. So, and then on the 4th, which is Saturday, I'm with a lot of other virtual stitchers. I'm going to be starting. This is my very first Haid, but it's Once Upon a Fairy Tale artwork by Amy Stewart, charted by Michelle Sayeda of Heaven and Earth Designs, and this is a big Mamma Jamma. So, finish size is 750 by wide by 536, 90 colors. So, it all fits in here. I watched Isabel from Haid Addicts with Crafts, and she showed how, and I have to get an extra wide grind guard, but she showed how she can fit this whole fabric into an 11 by 11 Q-snap, and I might do that because I like the 8 by 8 idea, but I like the 11 by 11 idea more, and I can just switch it out or go buy one, but it's fine. So, but I do have to find an extra wide grind guard. So if anybody knows where I can get one of those, extra wide, not just regular, because it's gotta fit a whole lot of fabric. But I'm also using, my bag is the Stitch West bag that Rika from House of Stitch and Stash made, and then I've got my excuse me, my 90 Pocket Plus Buddy in here. That's an Alice in Wonderland themed one, and I need to get a couple more of these. I think I actually might have an empty one running around. I don't know, but floss buddies are amazing. They hold, I love them. They just hold your floss so nicely, and yeah. But that's about where I am. I hope everybody had like I said, a wonderful holiday. I hope everybody has a great new year. Look forward to lots of fun things going on. And I'm getting really close to 500 subscribers. And so when I hit that, I will be doing a giveaway. I'm getting things ready to kind of combine my year that would happen in October, and then my if I hit 500 subscribers. So thank you for coming and visiting with me. Thank you for new subscribers. Thank you for the likes, for the comments. Thank you for just being here and being part of this community. It's an amazing community. I love everybody who I've met. Virtual Stitchers, I've been having a ball on there. I actually was doing some stuff last night and I didn't get on, and I had a message and, where are you? I'm like, well, I got distracted. So, but I'd be like, but I'll be on tomorrow, I promise. So it's just a fun community of friends, and it's just amazing the people that we meet. What was it? Vicky Stitch and Button. We were teasing people because they kept talking about the Happy Planner. Happy Planner this, Happy Planner that. And I don't do the Happy Planner. Mine is a nice big planner that I got from Walmart. This is our moderately jovial planner. But Vicky was able to get one. If you go watch her video, and she's like, yeah, I still have a moderately jovial, but she also has a Happy Planner now. just because Michael's had it on for sale, because they are expensive, and I agree. I'm like, I'm not going to spend all that money for just one, so I'd rather spend it on my stash or on other stuff. You'll be seeing some changes over here and behind me in the coming year. I've gotten a cabinet so that I can put some more stuff in there, get a little bit more organized in my craft room so I can actually use it more. So I hope you guys have a wonderful week, have a wonderful day. Enjoy it. It's a new year, a new start on so many levels. And have your words of power, have your focuses, have your resolutions, and do your best. Don't beat yourself up if you don't meet them. Do your best. It's all about you improving yourself, and sometimes it's baby steps. So have a great week, have a great day. Love you guys. Bye.